Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News and Different Networks. It is Monday, June 10th. It is 9:37 late in the evening. Uh, and I have been doing a lot of reading today and been busy right here doing some other stuff. But just came to my attention, my manager sent me these couple of screenshots of a guy that has it is more than violence. It is provoking something that is horrible. And I don't know until when. This is how bad it is right now in the United States of America that these kind of individuals, they are being heard by other individuals, by the youth, creating the hate and the hatred towards the United States of America. This is how the youth has been so contaminated by leftist, progressive, mercenary, activist liberals that they are profoundly, supporting the language barrier defense. That is, your conspiracy theories, you're creating hysteria, you're a fear monger, you are a white supremacist, a white imperialist, you're xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronophobic, fatphobic, racist, fascist, narcissist, bigot, Zionist, and from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Those kind of individuals are these. And the sad thing about it is I'm about to show you a couple of pictures that they have been viral right now all over the place of an individual that his name is Bishal P. Singh. I think that he's from India, and he's an India American or something like that, or he's from India. And, you know, it's really bad. This, in another country, this kind of situation, he will be arrested immediately without no doubt. What he's basically saying, and he's in his post, is for the United States to rot in hell, really, to be destroyed, to be completely eradicated from the planet. And I don't know until when. It's because the United States is run by a leftist progressive government that is completely upside down. Even the leftists, they don't agree with Joe Biden. And it is a disaster. It is just a complete disaster. It's just, this is what they have provoked, and this is what they have created. They have created this, nobody else. So I'm gonna put this post right now on the live feed so you can see and understand, and then I will put the picture of who this gentleman individual is. And it is so unbelievable. The My God, it's so horrible. It's horrible. Look at this post. So on the top, it says, let me put my glasses on. I need to put my glasses on so I can read exactly for everybody to understand how bad this is, man. How bad this is. So this guy is basically encouraging for people to just go and, and to Jesus. Look at his post. So on the top it says Bishal P. Singh encourages violence towards America to serve his genocidal ideology. And it says on the bottom, this is a post. It says, if we must destroy, look at this. Look at this post, man. It says, if we must destroy the United States and compromise our own safety and privilege in order to starve Israel of their funding and end this genocide, that is what we will do. F this country, F your comfort. Wow. It's just unbelievable. It's incredible. So I will read it again for you to understand how aggressive this post and how aggressive the comment section. It's just unbelievable. I will read the comment section on my phone because it's the letters are too small for me to just read right now. But the comment section is just, it doesn't get better, people. I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't get better. And so on the left side, let me just put it again. On the left side, oh no, where is it? Right here. On the left side, it says, I'm just closing on the captions right here. It says, if we must destroy, this is how bad it is, man. If we must destroy the United States, they're talking about destroying, not about taking it down, not about, protesting. Now you're talking about destruction. If we must destroy the United States and compromise our own safety and privilege in order to starve Israel of their funding and end this genocide, that is what we will do. F this country, F your comfort. This in Mexico, he will be arrested. He will be immediately arrested. I live in Mexico, so he will be immediately arrested. He's provoking the destruction, and also he's provoking for riots and lootings, and he's provoking for violence. That is what he's provoking. And this is what I have been saying for the longest time. The progressive, mercenary, activist, socialist, communist, Marxist liberals are willing to destroy the United States, to be in poverty, to be in the worst conditions ever, instead of having a Republican on office. They are willing to do whatever it takes. Destruction, poverty, we are in inflation. I don't care. We have a border that is completely destroyed. I don't care. We have, cities that they are increasingly growing in violence. I do not care. I don't want a Republican in office. They're willing to do that. They are willing to do that. So on the comment section of these, on the side of this comments of these posts, let me just read from the top. It says, I can't stop watching the last slide. Somebody says that. And on the bottom, I'm going to read a few comments. It says, it's hard to take somebody seriously when their version of fighting a genocide, it is advocating for a genocide. It's just crazy. They're replying to this guy. And then another comment, it says, also resistance against your occupier by any means necessary. Wouldn't that then justify how Noah and the other 3 hostages were saved from their captors and oppressors? And then on the bottom, it says, the last slide is everything. He flew away like a feather. These are comments from, from this particular post. I'm just saying to you guys, this is how disastrous this administration has become. Now, I will go to the comment section on the same post, but actually there's more comments on the same post. And these comments are, this post right here. These comments are really, preoccupying. I will read some. It says right here, an American, it says, I willingly gave up my comfort when I came out as trans. I was sick of sitting on the sideline. My privileges were making me physically sick. Amazing. Then a comment goes on the bottom. It says, I want to run away, but I can't just leave the country. Then on another comment, it says, it's a tied package. So if one goes down, both must go. Then on another comment, it says, I need direction, but I'm willing and ready to learn and do what it's needed. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this unbelievable? And, Bisho Pissing, I think it is, I think that he's an American, uh, but I don't know if he's Asian American or I don't know what he is. I think he's from India, but he is just aggressive towards this. This is the division that is actually happening inside of the United States. This is the actual fight, people. This is the this is how bad it is. And if you are willing to just post this kind of stuff and have the freedom to post this kind of stuff in times like these, that you're saying if we must destroy the United States of America and compromise our own safety, holy cow, in privilege in order to starve Israel of their funding and end this genocide, that is what we will do. Unbelievable. These kind of individuals need to be arrested immediately. Immediately. These kind of posts are terrorist posts. They're full with a threat to the country. And this is the actual reality. What has the United States become? Now, let me just put who this guy is, so people can understand who am I talking about. So it's this guy on the right. This guy on the right. And let us go right here to this post right here at Twitter. And it's a post by Andy Ngo. And look at the comments. It's just if you guys want to Google this guy, it's just unbelievable. This guy, man. This is a disaster, really. It's a complete this. It's just a complete disaster. And this is what the leftists, the progressive, mercenary, activist liberals have provoked. This is what they have provoked. They have even put their look at this picture. It says the State of the Union, Bishop Singh mentally 3 Antifa journalists. No kidding. Fake journalists, professional propagandist. Wow. Still not being arrested. Still not being arrested. It's unbelievable. And these are the kind of people that they're provoking and inciting violence. This is what they're provoking and inciting violence. I think that he is that he was born in the United States and he lives in the United States. But he has his an Instagram, he has his Instagram locked. As you go to right here to his post. And it says right here, meet Bishop P. Singh. This is a post by Meet Jew Hate Database. My God. Jesus Christ, man. Phew. My God. It says Bishop engages in inciting violence and urging anti-fascist journalist and documentary filmmaker. Exposed, it says on the top. Says Bishop engages in inciting violence and urging aggressive actions against America, Jews, and Israel. This is what the post says. And he says he promotes genocidal groups, revoking past criticisms of known terrorist organizations that vow to eradicate Jews. Wow. Bishop's obsessive behavior in terrorizing Jews makes him a significant threat to society. Jesus. And on the post, it says on the side, Meet Bishop P. Singh, an anti-fascist journalist and a documentary filmmaker who engages in inciting violence and urging aggressive actions against Israel. Basically, exactly the same. They're repeating exactly the same. He promotes genocidal groups, revoking past criticisms of known terrorist organizations that vow to eradicate Jews. Bishop's obsessive behavior in terrorizing Jews makes him a significant threat to society. Bishop is a member of Freelance Journalists Union. What a disaster. Somebody saying, Blue, you are on something. Blue, you are on something. What am I on? I'm drinking coffee. I'm just reading what this crazy individual it is doing and how he is creating this horrible terrorist propaganda against the United States of America and other countries. And isn't this about peace? So I don't know what you mean by I am on something. Somebody saying he's on a path of truth. Who? Who's on a path of truth? Blue, you are on the truth. This is, my God, man. I don't know until, I don't know until when these kind of individuals are not, I'm not, they're going to be detained, investigated, arrested. In Mexico, this will not happen. And to a point that it's exacerbated and the information is out there and it is getting the, the basically it's getting to a point that it's provoking other people to just do exactly the same hatred. And then you have these congressional people in the inside of the United States of America who are part of this kind of crap, who they adore this kind of situations. Let's per se Alexandria Ocasio. Let's per se Rashida Tlaib, that I have seen her, and she is full with just hatred, in her narrative. Let's per se Ilhan Omar. I don't know how many people, but this is a disaster. I don't know why. These, and I have said this multiple times to a lot of people. These progressive, mercenary activists, communist, socialist, liberals, they have been crossing the border to our country. Not this guy, but we have seen so many of them, and they're American. And they come and they incite with their hatred, their violence, and they bring their political trash to us. And they use us for their hatred narrative to win political elections, to do a political destructive movement. That's what they do. Just recently, I was in the embassy of Israel in Ciudad de Mexico, in the city of Mexico. I went over there because I was covering the elections, but at the same time that I was covering the elections for president, they told me, my manager told me, hey, there's a complete riot. They're rioting the embassy of Israel. So I said, really? And I said, yes. They're basically want to destroy it. I'm like, wow. So she sent me a video, and I'm looking at the video, and this is a disaster, man. They're lighting up people on fire. They're throwing Molotov bombs. And I'm looking at the video, and I'm like, this is not a conduct of a progressive mercenary activist in Mexico. This is a conduct that I have seen so many times before by American progressive mercenary activists, Antifa, Marxist communist liberals. I have seen this kind of activism. And I was not wrong. I get in there. I go to the place. I start asking. There was a police officer that it was protecting the embassy of Israel, completely, destroyed from outside. Couple of blocks all full with graffiti, hatred graffiti. But I asked the officer and I said, so how was it? What happened? And he started saying, well, there were like 200 of them. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. 200? He said, like, yes, all wearing black, all with black mask, all of them wearing Molotov bombs. And also they have bottles of acid. And I said, really? Bottles of acid? So like, yeah. And they were throwing at the shields of the officers. Like, wow. So I said, that conduct, it is not from here. So I started investigating and asking more. And I said, so were they any Americans in the protest and the riot? And he immediately said there was a lot. Gringos? Oh yeah, there was a lot of them. I'm like, ta-da! We know who they come. They provoke, they incite, they use our people for their political trash and their narrative to feel protected ultimately, and to also use us for their political trash and destruction. And that is what happened over there. Completely, they try to, and they took, the police officers said we had to call for backup. Some of the officers got burned because of the Molotov bombs. And, they wanted to go in there and completely take over the embassy. Not only take over the embassy, but they wanted to burn it all down. So I'm like, holy cow, man. Is this is not done regularly by an activist in Mexico. This is done by somebody that knows the structure of how to do it, knows how to provoke it, knows how to go in, knows how to plan every single thing, the arrival, how they're going to attack, how they're going. It's just a strategy. And they know how to do it. They have been doing it for years. And we have seen these progressive, mercenary, activist, socialist, communist liberals come into Tijuana, like in my city where I live, and provoking migrants and provoking all kinds of situations for people to just riot and loot, or for people to be aggressive and people to do whatever they can, whatever they want to do in the borders. They have done it. And these people, these progressive mercenary activists, we have seen them, that they are in a watch list. In a watch list by the government of the United States of America. These are not nice people. These are not nice activists. These are not people that they are actually doing something right in a foreign country. They're being investigated. And this is horrible right here. This is horrible. What it's horrible is just not only that, is this. Like, you have to be kidding me, man. You have to be kidding me. Like this right here, what it says, if we must destroy the United States and compromise our own safety and privilege in order to starve Israel of their funding and end this genocide, that is what we will do. F this country. F your comfort. It's just incredible. Why are these people in the country of the United States if they hate it so much? Why? It shows right now that, they hate the United States. They grotesquely detest the United States. Why you're still in the United States? Why? It's just they have a purpose to be. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you ask this question, like, why? If you hate it so much, why? It's just incredible. Really, it is incredible. Until what point it has gone so far. Until what point it has gone so far. And the worst thing about it, people, it is this kind of attitude, it is being normalized. It is being, another activist just threatening the United States. He has his freedom of speech, let him speak. You're going to block his freedom of speech. He's going to say that you're violating his amendment and all of this and all of that. And so let him just post that if we must destroy the United States of America and compromise our own safety, let him just post that. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. And let them continue to incite other people to be violent towards other people. Unbelievable. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. We are in 26 minutes going into the live feed. Thank you so much for joining in. It's 10 o'clock at night. It is June 10th of the year 2024. It's nice to talk to you guys. Let's see if there's comment. For people that want to comment and want to ask a question, go ahead. Before we go, Buy Me a Coffee is right there, pin in the chat. People want to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund. Buy Me a Coffee. It is right there, pin in the chat. It will completely, greatly appreciate every single support that you guys do. There's comments who saying there are demons tearing down America. Yeah, this is why the elections of the United States of America and next November are extremely important to decide what is going to happen, because I don't know if this can continue like this. You guys like this? You guys like this kind of attitude? This kind of statements that just being out there flying like a feather. It's just, and nothing is being done. I don't think that nobody likes this. The problem is that nobody's doing anything about it, but it can be done. It can be done. Can you pin the clip? No, I can't. I'm sorry. Just right here. Thank you, Oscar, for all you do. Thank you for sharing these posts. I agree with you and your views. If these people hate the USA, then they should leave. Stop the hatred. Yes. I think what you're doing is really cool. You're a very brave man. God bless you, Blue. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you so much. Comments? Heck no. We hope elections are honest in November. I hope too. I hope too, man. I hope that you guys have a fair election and everything goes well. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. We're going to keep it short tonight. I'm extremely tired, so I just wanted to do this live to comment on this situation that is happening. It's just unbelievable. This is just incredible. I cannot describe this post as more hatred and more disastrous as it is, but it is what it is. God bless you all. Stay safe. Let's pray that these people will come to the light and they will stop this inciting this violence and division and this sad thing that is just their hatred towards the United States of America. God bless you all. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, God's plan, it is our mission. Stay safe.